Good day. I'm in the privileged position to help you with your Afrikaans first additional language. And I'm looking forward to this journey. And I really hope that I will be able to help you and clarify some concepts for you to make it a little bit easier. I just want to explain that eat actually means eerste addisionele taal, and in English it is first additional language. We're starting right at the beginning, and I just want to give you a little bit of a foundational insight on how this subject is put together. It's 4 aspects. First of all, listening and speaking, luister en praat. You're going to use this skill when you listen to somebody reading a story or a comprehension, and you're going to listen for insight so that you can have an opinion. Jy gaan ook praat, you're going to talk, you're going to communicate. That's where your prepared orals, unprepared orals will fit in. Then the second aspect is reading and understanding what you're reading. This usually focuses on literature, novels, poetry, short stories. All of those things will be taken into consideration here. You will read in order to make a summary or answer questions on a poem or something like that. Then thirdly, you have to write and present. This is where you're going to write your essays, you're going to write a letter, you're going to learn how to write a review and things like that. And we will take all of this on as the year progresses. Now, the basis of all of this is your language, your ability to put together a sentence that makes sense and that is in the right word order. So here you are going to learn about word order, tenses, and it's going to be tested in your assessments with sentence structures and word structures. So this is where we focus the language. Because if you can write a sentence or put together a sentence in the right way, you can write it properly. If you've written it properly in the right order, you can say it in the right order. You can read it in the right order. And then we have this strong triangle where the one feeds into the other. And that's why it's so important to do your language properly, to learn the rules, to understand what the rules imply. The very first thing that we have to make sure is that you understand the proper word order. And here we have an acronym that spells out STOMPie. And I always say to my students, remember, STOMPie is your friend. STOMPie helps you. This is very applicable in all statements. What is a statement in Afrikaans? Dis 'n stelling. And even in your questions, even in direct and indirect speech, in leidend and bedryvend, in all the sentence structures that you're going to learn, it's going to play its part. I just quickly want to explain this. You should know this by now. That will represent your subject. That is your verb 1. Ons praat in Afrikaans van 'n werkwoord. Time of tyd bywoorde van tyd, adverbs of time. This one here is your object. The M will help you with the manner in which something happens. So in Afrikaans is dit die manier. P is vir place, Afrikaans plek. Where did it happen? In which space did it happen? Verb to, and then this is, my friend, the infinitive. Goed. Kom ons kyk net gou-gou. Daar het ons 'n kortsin wat bestaan uit 'n subject en 'n werkwoord. Just two things, the subject and the verb. What we add is we can expand our sentences. We can make it longer and longer by adding time. Or we can add manner. We can add the place in the garden. And we can add the infinitive at the end of the sentence. And that's always the position of the infinitive. Right. I have got a secret weapon for you right in your hand. So let's have a look at how this works. If you can remember this and if you can apply it when you have to write sentences in the right order, it will help your speaking, it will help your writing, and it will just take your Afrikaans to a next level. Right, so let's have a look. My thumb is the subject. This little gap here, can you see that verb 1 fits in there absolutely beautifully? My index finger is time. Now guys, this here is probably the most important thing that you have to remember about writing and speaking Afrikaans. The time follows my verb. Always, always, always. Right, that middle finger, the famous middle finger, is the object. So, here I've got manner. The pinky P for place, place. Here in this little gap here, if you use your imagination, is verb to. And down the line here, we've got the infinitive. So if you are confused, just use your hand as your secret weapon to just make sure that you know exactly where everything fits in. I've written it here for you just so that you know exactly. The subject, we're working with the English because it fits the acronym. Ons praat ook in Afrikaans van 'n subjek. Maar moet nou nie jou kop daaroor breek nie. Verb 1, that's the action, the first bit of the action. Time, that's easy. Voorwerp, ons praat ook van 'n objek. Manner, place, verb to, and the infinitive. What's important with the infinitive is you always need the and then there would be a space, te plus jou werkwoord. Right. Okay, so let's apply this now. It's basically the same as that previous one. So we've got our subject. Here's our verb in the same position after the subject. Then time. Very important, guys. The time needs to be in the right position. Manner, you can see manner. In die tuin, place. In die tuin, en daar is my infinitief. So if you can if you can put this in your mind and put it in your Afrikaans file and are able to bring it up when you need it, it will help you. Okay, one of the exercises that you have to do is they will give you a sentence or they will give you words and you need to write it in the correct order. Die regte orde. Of hulle kan sê die regte woordorde. That's how they will ask the question. Now here you've got a secret weapon. Okay. What you need to do is you need to analyze the sentence first. Because this little bit here starts with a capital letter and it's also typed in bold, you know that you have to start with that sentence. So that will be our subject. Skyn is the action word, shines. The sun shines. So there's my verb 1. Vandag, there's my time. What do I need to oh, sorry, that's a mistake. That's not time. That's time, not the infinitive. Baie warm, this one is your manner. What's important? Subject, verb 1, time, and then we haven't got an object, baie warm. So that's the way that you will do this exercise. Die son, there's my verb. Skyn, sorry julle, skyn, baie warm, skyn vandag, time, baie warm. Goed, so, werkwoord, tyd. Sê dit vir jouself op, werkwoord, tyd, werkwoord, tyd. Jy moet daai orde reg kry. Hier is nou nog 4 sinne wat jy kan oefen. You can pause the video and you can practice these sentences. Go back to the example in the beginning and make sure that you do your analysis and that you then, according to your secret weapon, slot them in the right position. Is that okay? Will you try that for me? Goed. There's some more examples. And then, just to summarize, what is important for this lesson is the basic word order, the simple sentence in the correct order. Can you put the verb and the time in the right position? I thank you and I will see you again.